Welcome back. You're still tuned into Markets at Lunch right here on ET Now. And let's now put the spotlight on the alco-beverage sector because there is some buzz that perhaps Bihar government could go ahead and permit liquor sales once again. Remember, liquor sales were prohibited in the state of Bihar in 2016, and since then it has completely been restricted. So what will lead to this, and is this really possible? What does this mean for the India's alco-beverage industry? To understand that, we are now joined by Mr. Sanjeet Padhi, CEO of International Spirits and Wines Association of India. Sir, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. First up, if you can take us through what the expectations are from the government now that BJP Samrat Chaudhary has taken oath as the chief minister. What is the expectation of Bihar's liquor policy going forward? Are there any changes, big changes that are expected which could perhaps aid India's liquor industry?
Said in the beginning, there's a buzz around the fact that there could be changes coming in, and I think your guess is as good as mine because we believe that the government will take an extremely calibrated approach and will look at understanding what is in it for all the stakeholders. But the fact remains that yes, there is a big opportunity in terms of both addressing revenues, which we believe could be substantial, as well as also putting in measures that will affect the social impact of what the current situation is undergoing.
Right, but if at all it were to be allowed and if liquor sales are once again permitted in the state of Bihar, how big of a market you think Bihar will be for India's entire alcohol beverage industry? How big a positive will it be for the entire sector?
Market valuation, the market would be as high as 20,000 crores because if you just look at the macroeconomic indices, uh, pre the change in 2016, Bihar used to operate at 1.33% of GSDP. And if you look at current GSDP of close to 99,000 crores as per RBI at 1.33%, it shows a revenue upswing of almost 14,500 crores. And mind you, excise to market price is normally between 70 to 75%. So this works out to a market value of close to 20,000 crores, which is substantial and would rank it as amongst one of the top markets in the country.
And sir, it will also be a positive for the government, right? That increased revenue for the exchequer is also likely to be a positive along with higher sales for the listed universe. What kind of revenue potential do you see for the government if at all the government were to go ahead and remove the restriction that has been placed on sale of liquor in the state of Bihar?
As I just said to you, we expect that if you just look at macroeconomic indicators, and Bihar being able to take almost 1.33% of its GSDP, current GSDP, this will be close to 14.5 to 15,000 crores, uh, which is quite substantial if you compare it to a lot of other states. So 14.5 to 15,000 crores would allow it to uh, use this money in a very constructive manner across various sectors.
And if we were to go through the kind of dynamics that we are seeing in the state of Bihar right now, which subsegment will benefit in your opinion? Will it be whiskey sales that will rise on account of this? Will it be other spirits that could perhaps gain momentum on account of the restriction that could be relaxed?
Well, structurally, before this change happened, whiskey used to be substantial. So I would guess that looking at that trend across that region, which is UP, Bihar, Bengal, whiskey will still constitute to close to 40 to 50% of the market sales. But mind you, the number I told you about 14.5, 15,000 crores, it comprises spirits, beer, and country liquor. So yes, but the substantial gain would be in the whiskey category.
Okay, so whiskey is one category which is likely to benefit going forward if at all the new government that has come to place in Bihar were to go ahead and remove all kind of restrictions that have been put in place for liquor sales. Sir, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. But let's also take a look at what the market is doing at this point in time, and metal stocks clearly are shining bright. Nifty Metal Index is the biggest sectoral gainer in today's trading session. The index itself is doing well, and Hindalco, that stock is up 3% as we speak. Vedanta, Nalco, Hindustan Zinc, Adani Enterprises, all of them gaining in excess of 1.5% in today's trading session. The only pocket from the metal index which is not doing well is perhaps NMDC. That stock is down more than 1% in trade today. And JSW Steel is also down marginally by about 0.2% in today's trading session. But on the flip side, all eyes will be on two counters that will be reporting their numbers. One, of course, is Wipro, and second is HDFC Life. Both these counters will be reporting their numbers post-market hours today. So all eyes will be on that. Wipro, ahead of its numbers, is sitting with gains of 0.4%. HDFC Life, meanwhile, is down 1% in trade today. But that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Market Fatafat will come up.